7 p.m. So we'll call the meeting to order. This is the regular meeting of council of the Municipality of Swan Valley West, held in council chambers at 216 Main Street, Swan River, Manitoba, this 24th day of February 2026 at 7 p.m. Present this evening, Reeve, Gade, Councillors R.J. McGregor, Terry Neely, Brian Burick, Kushniryk, Carrie, Blosha, and he's not back on my list yet, but he's back on yours, right? Okay, good. Byron Zbirun is here as well. We weren't sure he was coming, but he made it. Our CAO, Kristi Ronnquist, is here. Our videographer, Jeremy Bergen, is here. And we have one person joining us in the gallery electronically. Hop into the agenda at number 2. If you have the old version, you'll still see that notice of absence, but we've removed that now. Be it resolved, the agenda for the regular meeting of council held this 4th day of February 2026 shall be adopted as presented. Is there someone to move the resolution? Oh, shoot. Okay, there's a few more learning things on this agenda that she's going to have to do. Hang on. I didn't check that part. Get there. How about move? Well, there we go. Okay. Who would like to second it? Let's see if we can. There you are. Very good. Any changes or additions to the agenda tonight? Hearing nothing, we'll call the question. Those in favor? As carried. Into number 3, adopting minutes. Be it resolved, the minutes, the regular council meeting and public hearing held the 10th day of February 2026 be adopted as presented. Who would like to move the resolution? Let me find McGregor. There you are. And I saw Councillor Kushniryk there as well. Copy of the minutes are attached to the agenda. Has everybody had a chance to review those? Are there any errors or omissions on those? Just hang on 2 seconds. I'm going to go and fix the voting rights so that this isn't so incredibly crazy here. And then I'll be able to actually see what's going on this computer. Okay, so we'll call the question. Those in favor? That is carried. Public Works report tonight. We have Derek actually coming in a little later, so I'll read through his report in this part because he's probably going to join us in camera a little later tonight. So transportation update for the past 2 weeks is as follows. The 870 GP is finally back on the road after having issues getting the correct parts. At the moment, we have 5 operational graders. After the last snowfall, we have all roads open. Operators now pushing back corners and widening roads as well as ridging. We were, of course, this morning again doing more snowfall because we got enough more. The bush has been cleared on Road 171 south of River Road. We'll have to clear it out since the snowfall. We met with potential contractors to discuss and plan how to build a road through the low area. There's some moss and some soft conditions in there. Valley Door Systems has been notified about the overhead door approval for Benito office. John said he'd be in touch as soon as the door and hardware arrived. Hydro was around last week and installed a new meter on the municipal fire hall. That's the Hall 2 in Swan River. Everything went well, but we did find that the southwest unit heater had the door installed wrong and wasn't working as a safety switch was on. It wasn't pushed in. So that's been corrected. Hydro had to turn off the gas and then relight everything after, so that's when they found it.
That's in the new fire hall.
Keep an eye on the forecast closely the next couple of weeks in order to get to the major problem areas before the spring thaw starts. Also looking at having culvert units ready to go for opening culverts the next couple of weeks, as well as hopefully having the steamer unit working this year so we can make use of it this spring as well. Any discussion on that, or he's going to be here anyway, so you probably just want to ask him later. But that's what's happening in Public Works land. Let's go to financial items. General Cheques. Be it resolved, the Council of the Municipality of Swan Valley West hereby approves the following payments. General Cheques number 21137 to 21171, the amount of $144,475.70, and pre-authorized debit number 2026-010, the amount of $9,353.94, for a grand total of $153,829.64. Who would like to move the resolution? Councillor Neely, and who would like to second? Councillor Blosha. I have a copy of the checks and most of the invoices here, so we can entertain questions on anything you like. Who'd like to go first? Councillor Blosha, we missed you last meeting.
No, but I got nothing.
Oh,
And I looked.
I'm glad you gave it a try. There isn't too much craziness on there. Jerrycan's water testing, foremost of the transmission, that was for the semi. Some loading for gravel. There is the cane payment there, that's for the gravel. So it says traffic gravel, what we're buying there is pit run, and then we pay for crushing after the fact, so that's last year's gravel going through. There was a little bit of it, $68 of it from 2024 we found hadn't been paid, and then we're paying for the 25. You'll see the Kenmore Hall there cost $500. That is the labor on it. There is the actual cost of the posts that we'll put in there yet as well to come. I don't think they've been built quite yet. Yeah. Anybody? Go ahead.
The $500 was what for?
Labor
Okay.
for the.
But that wasn't actually the bill or anything for the hydro bill, right?
No,
Okay.
no. The hydro bill is in here.
Yeah, it's,
21152.
yeah,
I think there's in here
939.
twice.
Yeah, 13906.
So we have the one hydro bill is showing on that last page as part of our main hydro billing. That's the new month. And then a few days ago, they showed up and said, well, we can't pay this. And they gave us the bill from the month before too. So that's why you're seeing two on there.
Okay.
The other one is just about
Is somebody checking that
Bill.
building every once in a while, make sure that the,
so we have the people from the post office, that's the only washroom they have.
right.
So I've been in it a few times, but they're more regular. So
Okay.
they promised, I said they could use the washroom all they want, as long as you call us if you find something wrong with the building.
What have they got for heat in there?
It's electric, 2 electric furnaces.
2 furnaces.
So it's not particularly warm in there, it doesn't have to be,
No,
but it's
not freezing.
not freezing. No.
Especially when you start dancing. You just need it to-
Oh, hot time, little town then. Anything else on the checks? Hearing nothing, we'll call the question. Those in favor? That's carried. Payroll checks. Be it resolved, the Municipality of Swan Valley West hereby approves the following payments. Payroll payments number 1106 to 1122 in the amount of $29,107.99. Does someone wish to move the resolution? Councillor Neely and Councillor Kushniryk to second it. Copy of those payroll payments are attached in the private view. Any discussion on those? Hearing nothing, we'll call the question. Those in favor? That's carried. Next up, we have a couple things. So the budgetary control report February is everything from the 1st of January until now. And then the 2025 one is all of last year. And it's our belief it is practically done. We think almost every single thing is in there now for 2025. So it's both of them for
Well, this
information.
one we have here, is this not, this isn't a year-end one then?
So the one that says 2025 is the year end, has all of 2025. And the other one has just the beginning of
Oh, just
2026.
February, okay.
Yeah, January, February. Also attached there is the bank reconciliation. I know we don't always see it, but that's what they look like. And so that's the reconciliation for the end of January. And if you go through it, it kind of makes sense. It shows what hasn't been cashed yet and what transactions did go through the account and were cleared, and it
This
makes
is
it.
all different than what it used to be.
Yeah, it used to
use a
be just
different
on
format or
Excel.
something.
We bought that Munisoft module for it so that we do it right in Munisoft now, and it's a whole lot better. So the other one was done by hand, so you could just change things if you needed to make it match, which wasn't ideal. You know, it really should be the proper numbers. Any discussion on any of that stuff? Let's go to 9-1 Benito Fire. So they've provided us 3 incident reports. One of them is in the private view because it has license numbers and stuff in it, so we just thought we'd keep that one back a little bit. They had 3 calls, so one was a 2-vehicle collision. That's the one that was reported on the media that happened in Benito at the end of January. vehicle versus bus. They had a lift assist at a house in Benito, and there was also that house fire that we discussed last meeting. The house fire there for about 3 hours. Those are all for information. The one that involves MPI obviously is working its way through our process to bill MPI for it. Any further discussion on those? 9.2, the G4 meeting is coming up March 30th, 6 p.m. in Minitonas. They're looking for anything that folks wish to have on the agenda. And then fairly soon we're also looking for who's attending. But they are looking for agenda items right now. If anyone has suggestions of what they want to see or something they want to present from any of your committees or anything else. And in the next house room, do we have to know when people are going? Or who's going?
I think by the middle of March.
Okay, so we've got a couple of weeks yet to figure out if we're going. So next meeting we'll need to know for sure if you're going to go to that G4 or not. If you're not sure, it's not a huge deal to be one or two either way, but we're trying to give them some idea so they don't have too much food or too little food. Let's go to 9.4 for a minute. We'll kind of skip 9.3 and then we'll come back to the good stuff. So we've been just poking a little bit at Canada Day in Benito. We have not yet heard from the federal government about funding. We did that application last year for Canada Day funding. But I wanted to kind of see if anyone's having thoughts about what you want to see there, because we're starting to make some plans and probably going to see if our Benito office can take some of the lead in planning some of that day. I know there's been talk, in theory, going to bring that pancake breakfast back to the rec center. There's a car show. Is there other things that are near and dear to people's hearts that you want to see for sure, or think would be good ideas, or any input you want to give on that?
And fireman put the pancake breakfast on, right?
Is the car show gonna be on the rec property?
It'd be right on the greens, actually.
That's good, oh,
Yeah,
good,
yeah,
because
yeah.
last time you had that, oh, good,
Yeah.
no, it's good.
Yeah, they seem to like that, they can sit on the grass. I know in previous years they used to do a sound stage. Is that anything? Basically entertainment, local acts performing.
At a stage in Kenmore, move it out there.
You gonna be a roadie and give me a hand?
And actually, I'll tell you what the stage is, because it was our flatbed. That's what the stage was. 'Cause
Was yours?
Rod always took it there, so that's what it is. It's our trailer. That's what they use.
I can say I've rocked on that trailer a few times then.
There might be some movement from our partners at the rec center on the concession. Nothing official yet. There's a meeting Monday night, and there might be, because initially it had been a hard no that they weren't willing to do food that day. There might be some movement on that.
Okay.
They can make some money.
Well, they should be good. I was pricing fireworks out as well, just to see what would be options if we want to do fireworks in Benito. So we in the grant we said we would do fireworks. So if they give us the money, we're doing fireworks.
We got the fire department.
Yeah,
We
they
do.
always used to do it.
What could go wrong?
Yeah.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
We won't do it right beside the rink. We'll do it a little further away. Okay, if you think of anything, we're probably going to find ourselves a Canada Day committee here in the next bit. If anyone wants to be on it, you're welcome. If not, we'll find a couple volunteers from the community or something, just to have some people to kind of focus in on making it be a thing. So it's an options base. Gets why to do it. 9.3, so it's 14 minutes after 7, and we kind of, that's it for the agenda. And as tempting as it would be to adjourn the meeting because someone's recording it, I thought we'd spend some of our time doing something more useful. Now, other years, I've given you a copy of this, and you've all complained about how small it is. So here's one better.
Perfect.
Oh, really?
Have to get a longer ruler.
Yeah. Need your stick.
Just to move it down.
That's pretty good.
Oh, I thought you'd be impressed. We got that big this
Wow.
year.
Hey,
Hardly
that's
even need a
perfect.
ruler on this one.
I know, it's pretty good. So it was my hope we could spend a little while and get through some of this tonight, so we don't have to have as long a special meeting some night. If that's agreeable to the group.
Yeah.
do you wanna start in on it? Page 1 and 2 are mostly income, but right at the bottom of page 2, where it says general government services, that would be a good place to start.
Council indemnities, my vote for.
Exactly. So I don't have the spreadsheet set up tonight, so we're gonna go through this on paper. My intention is we'll then put this into that spreadsheet and get the balance back for the next meeting. But we'll at least run through some of these and we know what
We have a
numbers to type
meeting this
in.
week yet to do this, didn't we schedule it?
Well,
Haven't scheduled
see, he
anything
thought
yet.
there was, we thought there wasn't, so do you think there is?
I thought
We were planning on, but we
I
never
thought
heard
we were
anything.
gonna
To
have
do,
one on.
to do what? To have a meeting for this?
Yeah.
No, I thought it was a transportation meeting.
Well, it wasn't, so my intent, what I believed,
Now you really threw a monkey wrench.
my belief was that we were gonna have a transportation meeting either Wednesday or Thursday.
Right.
And we were gonna figure out who was available.
Right.
But then, when I found out there was only 7 minutes of agenda tonight, I said, let's bring Derek tonight, which is why he's coming in about 45 minutes or so. So we'll just knock that off tonight instead of having a special meeting and paying everybody. And then I thought, well, that's still not enough, so we'll do this for 45 minutes and save paying someone for a special meeting for it too.
Wow. Yeah.
Talk about
Gee, that's-
cost savings.
That's very, very efficient,
Yeah.
very efficient.
I'll say, so council indemnity. This is, for all intents and purposes, everything we spent in 2025 is in this document. So it should be within a couple dollars of right all of these columns. So we spent 102,000, we had budgeted 90. So do we want to keep with the 90 or do we want to change that for next year?
Oh, you better change it.
Maybe we can put it up to 100 then.
So you wanna go to 100?
Yeah, I think so. You're gonna, and then there's gonna be the overlap too.
Yes,
And
because there's gonna be
elect them
some new people that,
Yeah.
yeah, okay. The Benito LUD is probably, well, they set that anyway, but it looks like it's fine. Council meetings, so that, or committee meetings, sorry, so that we're fairly low on this year. Do you want to leave it at the 25 or do you want to trim it a little bit?
I think,
Drop it a shade, maybe we'll go 20.
yeah.
Okay, so go down to 20 there. E&M convention wages, that is probably,
I think you better leave that.
yeah, because there's another A&M category that's over. So probably we're best off to leave that one.
Yeah, because you get new counselors and stuff. You might-
Yeah, we might more want to go for that introductory thing. Council seminar wages, so we budgeted 1,500 at 1925. It could probably stay. I wouldn't just jump up and say that some things didn't end up in there that should have been in that other one. Office manager, that does not happen. 'Cause that goes into, there's a few things in here that splits out the wages, so we just budgeted that whole big amount for them. And we're getting the estimates done for wages. So admin staff salaries, that's another we can just leave for now, because that'll come up on the wage estimates shortly. Cell phone allowance for council, we had budgeted 5,100, we spent 5,040, so that looks fine to me. Admin cell phone, we had budgeted 2,100, spent 2,220, leave it where it was, or?
Yeah.
Okay. Admin mileage expenses, that were over by a bit, quite a bit. Do we want to look at increasing that a bit?
Maybe up it a little bit, hey, what,
'Cause I would suspect that we're gonna see Kristi go to Benito a few times a year
Yeah.
now.
3,500?
But is that oh, that's admin.
Yeah, that's admin.
3,500?
3,500, that just covers what the date, if she's
Yeah.
making extra trips, I'd put it to 4, eh?
4?
Okay,
4?
probably a good idea. Professional contract services, we didn't spend it, well, I guess we spent 250, we hadn't budgeted anything, I would just leave it, I don't know quite what the 250 was, but it's not here or there. The webpage, we didn't spend anything, that's perfectly fine, we won't be. Workers' compensation, I'm surprised it was so low, because that was based on what it should have been.
Yeah, we better leave that.
I would suggest leave it. It seems to me that there was a refund came back because of something with the fire department, so I think that's artificially low. The office contract services, so we're a touch over there.
So is that cleaning and stuff, or what?
There's gotta be more in it than just cleaning,
That's
Yeah,
the
there's
because that's not cleaning.
Copying machine and stuff, or what?
just don't know good enough what's in that.
I don't think we should change that, actually.
Okay, well, let's leave it where it was. Our goal is kind of to try and keep it pretty calm this year anyway, so we don't want to be going up on a whole lot of things we don't have to. Election contract services, we have 500 budgeted. We have an election this year. There will probably be more expense than that, because that's going to cover off the poll workers and such, and there's no way we're gonna get away with 500 for that.
Double it or what?
Sorry?
Double it? To make it a
No, we're
thousand?
gonna have to go back and look.
Go
at
back and
what
look
it
in
Yeah.
was before we-
2022.
It'll be more than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just put a star here,
Yeah, we better start it because we
and we'll
shouldn't
go take a
guess.
look and see what it was.
Yeah.
Okay. LED office contracts, that should be fine. Property taxes, I would leave it likely the same there. The municipal insurance, 100,000 is probably accurate. MMA, so that's Manitoba Municipal Administrators Association. We aren't actually members right now. There haven't been a whole lot of people here begging to be members, but we could leave it budgeted in case someone changes their mind. It's generally open to the admin staff if they want to do it, they just haven't chosen to. Advertising, we're touch over. I don't know if you wanna raise it or just assume it's gonna come back down to that.
You'd be putting election stuff in the paper.
There'll be a little bit of that too.
But there should be less other stuff, so it should be.
Are we gonna, you'd advertise for staff, like employees, is that?
Yeah.
Yeah, for the most part, this would be like tenders, employees, there'll be some election notices.
I better put it up to at least 8.
Okay, 8,000,
8,000?
Yeah, I would think.
okay. Good roads, we spent 250, we budgeted 400. Is it always just 250? Must be if that's the
I think so.
membership fee.
Yeah.
Do you wanna bring it down to the
Yeah, just put
250?
it at 250.
Yeah, put it at 250.
FCM membership, it's obviously up a little bit, you wanna go up to 850 on that?
Oh, yeah.
AMM membership. Now, this does not show we've paid it. And it's hard to believe we haven't paid our AMM membership. So I don't know if it got coded into something else.
Check that.
Yeah, we'll find out on that. And take that for round 2. Hudson Bay Road Association can stay where it is, that's the right amount. Weed control membership, we spent $10 extra, do you wanna move up to the $430?
Yeah, better.
Okay. Legal contract services, so we spent 6,000 on that out of 10, do you wanna stay at the 10?
What does that involve, just a lawyer, a retainer?
There's a retainer, and then when we get them to write up, like we've had them do a couple property transfers and such, that ends up in there.
Why don't we split the difference on it?
We could,
Put it at 8,000.
8,000?
done. Union legal contract, we haven't actually called a lawyer about the union lately, it's been nice. I don't know if you saw, but our union is on strike at a different municipality now. Chez went on strike yesterday, and then the picket line was blocking people from getting to the municipal office, so someone thought it was a good idea to drive through the picket line. And now they've been charged. So, let's hope we never do that. Should we leave some money in there? We don't have contract negotiations this year, so you wouldn't think we'd spend it, but it might be good just in case.
Maybe
Let's put $1,000 in
$1,000,
it.
just
Okay.
something.
Yeah. Audit, it's higher than a normal. We are trying to catch up audits. It will probably be higher than 25 again as we get those audits caught up, because we're doing more than one a year right now,
So from what we spent, we should be putting about 40 into it.
Yeah,
probably.
40?
yep.
Yeah. It'll come back down once we get those back years done, and are just doing one a year, but. Assessment is a provincial set fee, and it is higher, so we're going to have to budget the higher now. So probably 53.
53, yeah. How do they come up with their figures? They base it on the total assessment or something, or is
I'm
it
not
hours or
so
hours?
I think it's just a made up number.
Oh, okay.
I kinda think that it's just like, oh, well, we can get away with this, so we'll charge you. It might be loosely based on the total assessment. Damage claims, we did very well last year, there were no damage claims.
Maybe we don't.
How do you feel about this year?
I don't think we should touch it. I think
Okay,
we leave it the
leave it
same.
the same. The year before, we did spend some, so it's nice to have a year where there was none.
Is that to cover things like gates and stuff?
It covers gates, it covers when we wipe out a vehicle with a grader, which we did the year before.
Oh, yeah, that was in our own property.
You know, little things like that that happen sometimes. Stuff that's basically too small for the insurance policy. Crime Stoppers, we chose to support them again this year. As you can see, our support is more than 600. You want to go to 850 or something?
Okay, 850.
Council insurance, I don't know why we have $200 in there. Does anybody want to argue we should keep it or just,
I don't.
we don't have insurance for us. So we'll go to 0. Citizen reps, now we used to at one point do some sort of honorariums, and I would have thought that that would be catching that library mileage, but obviously it isn't. So I think that mileage went into Northwest Regional Library as an expense. So that could go to 0, or you could leave a little money in there in case you want to do something for someone that.
$100 in?
Just leave it the same.
Leave it 300?
Okay,
And then we won't lose a line, you know,
No.
sometimes things get lost.
and we have general memberships of things. $2,000 was allotted, but we didn't spend any of it.
But if we got memberships in every other line,
But then-
Yeah, it was just for leftovers in case we're like, oh, let's join this. So it could be cut some or a lot. What would you like to do?
cut it now.
Again, if we,
1,000?
Yeah.
$1,000? Okay. Utilities, Swan Valley West office utilities, budget 15, we spent about 12. But that is mostly dependent on how cold it is outside.
Better
Leave it.
Probably, yeah, leave it.
Or do we think we need more for that?
Probably for Swan River's okay. Benito office utilities were over by 1,300 on our budget, but you saw the state of the door. So there's a good chance that's gonna come back down to more reasonable.
But
But then we're gonna
they're turning up the heat a little bit more because somebody's
Somebody's
there.
better leave it at 4,000 or something.
4,000?
Hey, what do you guys think?
Everybody good with
4
4?
or 5?
Yeah. We'll go 4.
4.
Tax sale property, whatever. The utilities, oh, that's for things that we've ended up. That's probably stuff from the things we've taken over. I don't know, if we could budget for it, just leave it be. It shouldn't be there for too long, you wouldn't think.
What did that come from?
I'm thinking that has got to be a little bit of the insurance we put on that house that we got in tax sale, because it's insured in
Oh.
case it burns down.
Quite a bit of insurance.
And I think it probably also captured reconnecting the hydro to it.
Oh, yeah, because we had to pay the hydro.
No, I'm guessing that's what's in there.
So what are we gonna do with it now? We're gonna put something in there or nothing or?
There's gonna be basic hydro bills until we get rid of it. So I'll put $1,000 in it or something.
So that's still gonna go in here.
Okay, general government sundry miscellaneous expenses. Budget 1,000, spent 529. Do you wanna leave 1,000?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Video office supplies, budgeted 0, spent 460. There's obviously gonna be some costs there going forward.
1,000.
I think so.
Yeah.
Hard to believe we'd spend more than that on paper there. Swan Valley West office supplies. You overspenders, you. Look how much you went over.
42%.
So what do
Have
you
to start
think you're gonna
taking a
spend
collection.
next year? Or this year?
Was that an anomaly or is that a normal
I'm
thing?
wondering what was big.
Yeah, I'd like to ask about that before we said it.
Okay, we'll put it here as a question. Maps, pens, lapel pins, we spent $3,800, but $4,000 budget. Most of that is maps. Wanna leave her the same?
Yeah.
Yeah, it stays pretty stable, that one.
Taxation material and supplies. So that moves around some. We have a lot of envelopes left, if you remember the envelope fiasco from a couple of years ago. But I think there's some postage in there. So we should probably leave it similar to that. Council supplies, I think the parade candy went in there.
over.
Like, how'd you go over by $5,000
How
on
did
a
that?
$1,000 budget?
Those chocolates
what
are
is that?
expensive.
What does that include?
Apparently the chocolates, but it's gotta have some more.
RJ, you eat too many of them.
I'd like to see what that is there.
Okay, we'll ask the question. Well, these ones we're asking, and it gets the statement of what those charges were, so we can see what it was.
Well, this year with an election, there might be computers and stuff like that.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, grants and charitable donations rule. We spent $50 on it. Well, leave it at zero.
Yeah.
Yeah.
$1.
Donation food bank rule. We had $500 budgeted, but we didn't actually spend it. Want to leave it or want to take it away?
I'd say leave it.
Yeah.
Leave it.
Yeah,
Okay.
didn't we usually give money?
Usually I thought we gave.
Apparently we didn't.
I don't ever remember giving to that.
Oh. It has
Years
a
ago,
budget
years
line, though.
ago,
There must have been a reason.
they had it down at the
Maybe.
Scouts Hall there.
I can't remember
I
in the
thought we
last
did.
little
I thought
while.
we gave them a support.
Right?
Well, yeah, but I can't remember doing it lately.
Miscellaneous grants and donations. Hard to believe, but we had a $2,000 budget. We only spent $500 of it. I'll leave it the same or change it.
I leave it.
Okay. Interest on debentures. I think you can just leave it the same in case, but our last debenture is just about done so far.
Burnside Bridge.
No. Property management taxes, LUD, that could stay the same. The taxes rule could stay the same. Interest expense, we did spend $1,000 on interest, so we should probably leave it at the 2,000 in case. Interactive banking fees, we're a touch over there, but it's not over by much, and we're under on the interest, so I would be tempted to leave it the same.
Yep.
AMM convention, so this is where we're over by a lot. This catches the registration fees, the hotel rooms and such. You wanna make some changes there?
I'd say, when you say double it almost,
There'll be a
Well,
fall
this year we're
convention
gonna
after
might have
the
some new
election.
people and stuff, so.
You better put 10.
Okay, so
Yeah.
we'll do 10.
Yeah.
The other seminars and such, we only spent 240, do you wanna leave it at 2,000?
Yeah.
Okay. G4 meetings banquet, we were within budget, we budgeted for, spent 3,800, wanna leave it?
yeah.
The next line is zero anyway, so we leave it. JS mapping system. I'm surprised it's not closer to what we budgeted. I wonder if an invoice fell on the other side of the year or something.
You better leave it.
I would think, yeah, we'd probably leave it the same. So 52 or 520,000,100 says GIS. That is not the right account code for us. So that one's going to zero. The real one comes later down. Benito Fire Department. Now, I spoke to the fire chief earlier this week and told him we really wanted budget recommendations from them. I asked him to have them in by Friday. So we'll probably leave the fire department thing and come back to see what those recommendations say.
Is that like for salaries or just for their equipment?
This is salary.
Kind of putting on him that he should give us a holistic view. You know, you tell us what you think your salaries and training is going to be. What do you think your equipment's going to be?
The only thing with salaries is you can't predict how many fires or how many car wrecks or how many times you're gonna go and help somebody off the floor, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I wouldn't be opposed to just leaving that at 15 because it was a pretty
Yeah.
calm year.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I think
No.
we'd leave it there.
Okay. Well, we'll tentatively, if you make some pitch that it should go up or something, we can revisit it.
That's right.
Fire board, so we're actually under there by $17,000. There is a number we know already, but it's not on here, so I'm gonna put it here to find the actual number. And we'll get it right this time. This is RCMP GIS is next. We didn't spend any last year of the 120,000. In theory, it's starting here any day, so we need a budget line for this year. Do you wanna leave it at 120, or do you wanna try and cut it to like 110, because we'll be missing the first month for sure, or what do you wanna do?
Cut it a little bit, cut it a little bit.
You wanna go to 110?
110?
Supposed to start.
Supposed to be right in March, so
So we'd miss 2 months, eh?
unless there's any startup costs, but
Yeah.
there's not supposed to be, I don't think. So we cut at 10, I think we're still
Okay.
fine, and we'll probably have a little cushion there. Fire equipment, insurance contract services, so we're over there by quite a lot. I think we should look at what that is before we make a decision, so I'll put it here for a question.
Find out from Jeff, I'm not too
Yep.
worried.
Fire memberships, we don't seem to do anymore, it was budgeted $1 last year, so we'll probably just leave it alone. Oh, no, sorry, that was fire protection town of Swan River. That was the
Gotta
wrong
make the
line.
page, gotta make the writing a little bit bigger.
Apparently,
Yeah.
for all my teasing you, it's me that can't read. Okay, so that one's gonna be 0. Fire memberships and advertisements, budget 500, spent 804. Should we ask Jeff on that again? It's kinda, he writes the checks on that, so we'll just leave it for now. Emergency measures, now we used to have that contracted out, but we do it in-house now. So we probably could come down from that $2,000 sum if you like.
Like $500 or what?
I would think so.
Yeah.
Which one's that again?
This one.
Emergency measures,
Emergency
here.
measure, okay, okay. Deduct how much?
500.
$500.
The 911 service will have to just go up to that
Yeah.
13,
Or-
yeah, probably 14 would be a good
14.
idea.
14?
Yeah, so there's been an increase there. Emergency coordinator is basically 0, it's only budgeted $1. Building inspection, so we budgeted 7,000, spent 7,120. There might be a change in that, it might go a little higher this year, so you should probably think of like 8 at least.
8?
Okay.
If you can ask in camera why, but it's just a change to how that's calculated. Bylaw enforcement, we budgeted 500. Now here it says we only spent 89, which means it must have been getting caught in animal instead of in bylaw.
That was 5,000, right?
Yeah,
500.
500.
Wait. How many bylaws do you want to go enforce this year? Come on in, grab a seat.
Don't be shy. Don't be afraid.
Do you want to leave it for now, or do you want to cut a little bit?
Maybe cut it a little bit, cut it.
Half?
That's all going
Yeah.
under animal control, like.
I think it just hasn't been split out, right?
Cut it half?
Are we gonna
double
Yeah.
down bylaw with GIS?
2,500?
Most of our bylaws are animals anyway,
That could be,
our bylaw, in fact.
yeah.
Well, see, our rural animal control is over by 1,500.
Yeah, there.
So if it was properly split out,
Yeah.
so we maybe just leave both of them where they are,
At 5? Like,
5 and 2,500. Because we've really only been chasing the bylaw stuff since the summer.
okay.
So leave at 5,000 then?
Yeah, and we'll leave the rural animal the same. Animal control, impound. We have not been impounding animals lately. The view has been that we've been trying to resolve it without capturing them. So do you want to leave impound fees in there? Or do you want to, there'd be an opportunity to cut that some?
I'll just cut it.
I'll go to like 500. So we'll take the 2,000 down to 500. Animal control rule, we're leaving the same. Beaver control, do you want to keep that 15 or do you want to cut it a little bit? We spent 6,500.
Yeah, I think we should cut that to
Cut down to
10.
10?
Put at 10,000.
Okay.
10?
Animal control urban is probably right on the mark at the 3,000. We can leave it. Fire department utilities video, we're probably good there. 6,000. Fire hydrant rentals. This, I don't know why it shows 0. That is the correct amount, 8 and 2, and it was spent. It must have come over the wrong line. So I'm just gonna make a note here to check that, because it's showing on the income that it was spent. All of these fire things, I think we'll just leave that whole section alone until we hear from them. And we'll go right down to the annual pest control materials, rural and urban. So we basically have $1,000 between the two of them. We spent 631. Do you want to leave it around $1,000?
Yep.
Leave those the same. Grants and contributions. Those don't need budgets in them, I don't think. Fire garage isn't budgeted, but it's coming from grant money and the other thing, so it doesn't have to show there because we're not raising taxes for it. So I think we'll just leave it be. The wages here, this whole section, we're gonna wait for the wage estimates to come in. So that we'll wait on. Let's do just a couple more lines here before we get selection list. So we'll go all the way down to equipment tracking, third from the bottom. We added some of those gravel truck trackers, so we're a little high there. You wanna bump that up to like 6,800 or so?
Yeah.
68?
What
Seven.
line, where are you?
Seven, third from the bottom.
7,000 you said?
Yeah. 7?
7, okay, sold. Video equipment do not use, equipment insurance and registration budgeted 20, spent 17. I would think just, yeah, leave it. Radio registrations and costs, we found that lost bill we couldn't find, remember I did this a month or two ago. We spent 1740, budget 1700, so I'd suggest just leave it. The contract services, there's a couple lines there, only of $1. Sidewalks and boulevards, that is, I believe, an LUD expense, so we'll let them figure that out. Snow and ice removal, we had a budget of 500, we spent 660, that's basically salt we're buying for putting on sidewalks. Do you wanna leave it at the 500 or go up? Up.
I think salt's not going down in price, eh?
What would you suggest?
8?
800?
800?
Right. Utilities, street lighting, obviously there's been some increases in that from Manitoba Hydro, as those rates keep going up.
10,000?
Another good increase this January too.
Yeah.
So,
So 10,000 for the one, and you wanna go 11,000 for the other?
Yeah.
Right. Utility Swan Workshop is way, way over. It was 8,200, we budgeted 5,000. I can't tell you I have any solution to make it cost less. So it's probably just gonna be that.
So have to bring it up to what, 85 or what?
Yeah, probably 8,500.
85?
If we're not storing the graders in there, won't we
yeah,
go
we
down?
won't be opening the doors so
Because
much.
all that cold air coming off them every day.
Yeah, if only we
Yeah.
weren't storing the graders in there.
Oh.
Durban Workshop actually reined itself in a little bit. Do you wanna bring it down to 8,500?
Yes.
Okay.
Video shop utilities is fairly close in line. Do you wanna leave it at 4?
There
Leave
we
it,
go.
yeah.
Okay. That fuel is caught, the video fuel, there's a budget of 5 in there, but it's really, all the fuel is going into that main fuel lines. So what we need to do is that 4 lines together, kind of look at it holistically. We had budgeted 255,000 between all 4.
We're gonna save about 30,000.
Yeah.
I think that you put those 4 lines together and leave
Phew.
it the same.
Fuel just went up. If Iran gets hit, it might stay high.
So we'll leave it the same for now, is that? the
Like
suggestion?
that's, we're going 1, 2, 3, 4 together.
Yeah, all
right?
together.
Yeah.
We'll just budget that 255 for all 4 of them, but we'll
Yeah, that's
get
what
those
it's
codes
doing.
worked out. Swan River oil, grease, filters. Now it says 5, but there's nothing spent, but you'll find out later on that shop supplies are over. So guess what went in shop supplies instead
Yeah,
of
so
oil and
that
filters?
just has to stay.
Yeah. Bio fuel and wash is basically gone. Equipment repairs is gone. This is $1 budget. Durban oil and grease and budget is nothing, but there's 1,300, so I would think we just leave it the same, and we will catch that oil and grease into one line at some point. Maintenance materials, budget 5,000, spent 200, but again, we're over later. Because they just call that shop supplies and then it goes in that other line. So you wanna leave it? Or you wanna change it?
We could cut it in half.
Cut it
Okay,
down.
2,500?
2,500?
Thing is, we don't know what the actual is,
Well,
you know what I mean?
But
Yeah,
but
I
when
know.
we come to the line that's over, we can bump it
Have
up a
to
little
figure
bit and,
the difference.
yeah. We have road materials, we spent 900, that's probably those, speed bumps.
speed bumps, yeah.
So that was kind of a one-time thing, you wanna just leave it at 0?
Leave it,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Barricades, we spent some money on that, we hadn't budgeted anything for it. Do you want to budget anything for more barricades or just,
Better put, what, $1,500 or something?
okay?
1,500?
Just something in case we have to build some.
Benito snow and ice materials, this is the road sand, it's not actually just used in Benito, it's used all over. We had not budgeted anything for it, but that's where the sand has ended up.
You said sand?
Yes, the sand, we put in the sand spread in the truck. We do Durban, Canville, Benito, and we also do some rural roads with it.
Or we should at least cover what we spent, eh?
So 4,000.
4,000.
Yeah.
Okay. Paving, patching, that we're going to have a discussion when we talk about capital stuff, because that's really what that is. Dust control, budget 85, spent 96. We got about an extra 5,000 in of the income, but we're still over there. Do you want to go up to 90?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
not gonna get cheaper.
No. The signs, this is really high because of the blue signs. We would normally spend like 2,500 to 5,000 on stop signs and stuff. So you want to go down to about 5,000, or what would you like
We
to
got
go to?
all our signs, no?
We have all the blue ones are here.
And
Yeah,
it's
they-
gotta be put up.
Right.
Then I think we should go way down.
Yeah, we better,
5,000?
Yeah.
There's a couple blue ones we're gonna have to reprint, but they're $50 each, so it's not like it's a huge thing.
5,000.
Okay. There's another signs line here. I have no idea why there's two, but I would suggest it will be at 0 if that's acceptable to everybody.
Back up one.
Okay.
Science SVW,
Yeah, that's a
that's
blue.
5,000, you're putting it down to?
Yeah,
From 72,000?
That
because that was all the blue
All them
signs.
blue
Okay, I
signs,
couldn't, okay,
one-time deal.
yeah, okay, now I'm good.
The other signs, do you wanna go to 0?
Yes.
Okay. Repair maintenance steamer. We had thought we weren't gonna use it anymore. We spent some time fixing it, and right now Public Works is suggesting they can get it to work, so we should probably put something back there.
Another 1,000.
I would think 1,000. The sweeper, we have no plans for it this year, so it'll probably stay at $1. Mower blades,
Grader plates?
sorry, yes, grader blades, we're over by a ton. We're over by $20,000 on blades. What do you think, Public Works? How many blades are you gonna need this year?
If they don't wear them out, don't need them.
Now Brian, settle down.
Oh, sorry, that's not supposed to be on there.
We had budgeted 25,000. Is it realistic we'd keep that, or would we be going up?
I'd say so too, yeah.
30, 35? What are you? 35, you go to 35?
Yeah. That's a good idea.
You heard it from Public Works himself. He's
Yeah.
only gonna spend 35 on grading this year.
Better rules.
Lay you off, gotta lay you off now.
Mower blades, do you wanna leave it at 5 or do you wanna
Yes,
cut it?
no, leave it.
Okay. Mower tires, we didn't spend anything on it, thankfully.
Leave it.
Yes, we will. The rock picker 250, we may have a use for it this year, so if it needs a tire or something. Equipment tires are $2,000. This is kind of a catch-all. Most of them end up in the actual unit code. Do you wanna leave the 2,000 there?
Well, if we're not using it, there's not much use. It all goes under that unit number,
For the
right?
most part, unless we had some spare tire or something sitting that wasn't assigned to you.
Well, let's put $1,000 in.
Okay, 1,000. The gooseneck trailer, we had nothing budgeted for, we spent $200. It's not a bad thing to leave some of these at 0, because, you know, the ones that are too high, it balances out overall anyway. That disc mower and the gravel retriever disc, you'll see those current big negative numbers, that was them being moved to capital expense. So then it only shows things that were actually spent on them in the year in these codes. So you could put like $500 each if you wanted.
Yeah.
500 each?
Do you want to bring a chair up here, Burick? We're hitting some pages that have your name on them. The Hyundai excavator, we budgeted 5,000, we didn't spend much on it. Are we going to use the Hyundai this year for anything?
I don't think so.
Do you want to cut it down like $1,000 so you can fix
It's
it?
at what right now?
It's at
What's it,
5,000.
Oh, yeah, you can break it down.
Okay, so go to 1,000.
Yeah.
Okay, K-line low bed trailer, didn't have a budget before, we spent $400 on it last year. $500,
Yeah.
500?
How much?
500.
500?
okay. 2008 JD tractor unit 33, budget is 7, spent 12. Is 7 realistic for next year?
33, that's the,
John
Deere,
Deere.
John Deere, 2008 John
They're both 2008 John Deere's.
Yeah, they
It is-
both are.
One's bigger than the other.
Number 33.
No, the other one's a New Holland.
No,
John
there's-
Deere New Holland.
There's one in
Benito,
Benito,
that's
isn't
gotta be
there?
the mower.
There's one in
It's got
One with the
Benito.
pumps.
Yeah, because it must be that.
It's the mower, it's the bigger one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not the 5525.
No, it's not the 5525.
Okay, because I found it down lower than.
7330.
Yeah.
So 7,000, leave it the same.
Yeah.
The next one is 34, that's the New Holland that we did all that rebuilding to, we spent 37 on it. But really 7 should be more than enough, we would think, because we've done the rebuild. We have a scrub head here that's at 1, I don't think that code is actually used, I think it can just stay at $1. 37, a mulcher, we didn't use it last year, are you thinking of using it this year?
We were talking about using it in some spots, yeah.
For
Ward
the
6.
$1,500 of fixing?
Ward 6.
1,500?
Yeah.
I would leave something in there for it. Just, it's gonna probably need teeth and stuff if we are using it.
Like
Okay.
$1,000.
1,000?
Yep. The 2013 is sold, it had a $4,000 budget, so that should go to 0.
0?
58 Ford truck, we spent 13 on it, we had nothing budgeted.
Which one is that?
Is that not the one we bought? I think that's capital, hasn't
Yeah,
been moved out.
that's a bot.
So probably $1,000. Pick up some oil changes and such. 2022 Dodge Ram. It's got 4,000 budget, spent 1,500, wanna leave it at the 4? This whole page, if you're watching at home, you're like, why are they doing that? Every single unit has a code on this sheet, but it's hard to know from year to year what's gonna break on. So we try to leave enough space in some of them that if a different one breaks, we can fix it and steal the money. Schulte mower, 5,000, spent 3,300, wanna leave the 5?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. JD 870G, unit 41, budget 30, spent 62. Which is that one?
That is the 870G. That's the one that
That's the old one.
Dwayne's using, yeah, the old one.
Okay. The 62 was, that was transmission? No,
That was motor now.
Motor. And that's when we did transmission in already?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So,
All that's left is diffs.
how much do those cost?
I don't know.
Do you wanna leave the 30 there? Cause there's gonna be something
Yeah.
go around with
Yeah,
the grader, it's just a
better.
question of what.
If we don't use it on that grader, we'll use it on another one.
The 5525, budgeted 5, spent 7. Leave it 5.
Yeah.
Number 43, the Cat backhoe, budgeted 25, only spent 3.
Keep it the same.
Same? Okay.
Schulte mower, budgeted 5, spent 4,800.
Leave it.
Yeah, 'cause we already ordered some mower parts this year because they're on sale. Trail Tech trailer, number 46, budgeted 2,500, spent 400.
That's a little big high. That's a little high on the budget.
Yeah, that is.
$1,000.
Even
1,000?
500.
1,000?
1,000?
We're
Just
including
need new
tires and wheel
tires?
bearings though, hey?
Yeah.
And that other
Well,
trailer
that's
low,
that's a car hauler one, right?
so
That's Trail Tech, right? That's 16-foot car hauler type trailer.
Yeah.
Pick a number, please.
1,000.
1,000?
Bring it over, I'll do the bearings for you.
Kenworth T800, budgeted 50, actually only spent 21 so far. That's pretty good. Do we want to bring it down some?
That was the motor in that one? or what?
That was the,
What did
most
we-
recently we did the transmission, but what did we do before that? Was it,
we did the motor and
did the
then
motor too?
We did the motor a year ago.
All that's left is diffs.
Yeah. So down to 10? Does that work for folks?
Yeah.
10?
Yeah.
10 or 20.
10.
It's at 20 now.
No, 50.
It was
50,
21 last year, we had
The
budgeted
actual was
50.
21.
Budget 50.
I would take it to 20.
20?
Canuck belly dump, budgeted 5, spent 1,400. I know you guys have been fixing on it some. Has it got more fixing? Leave the 5.
I would leave it at 5, yeah.
Okay. 2008 Dodge, number 49.
It's the dually.
Must be, eh?
Yep.
We budgeted 7, we spent 2,300.
Probably go down to like 4,
4,000?
Doesn't get used that much, eh?
just for fuel and pulling the gooseneck.
Number 50, JD excavator, budgeted 10, spent 2,800.
Go to 8.
8?
8,000.
How about 5?
We're gonna lower taxes.
Come on, give me
We're gonna
something.
lower taxes, Carrie.
Give me something. I
Okay,
wanna go
so-
5, not 8.
So what's the give it, 5 or 8?
6.
Alright, so 6.
6?
Because we never just pick arbitrary numbers while we're budgeting. Okay, 2009 Ford F-150, spent 300 on it, has no budget, wanna go 500?
Yeah.
Yeah. Something.
Number 51, Cat 160M grader, budget 25, spent $69,000. But it's had its transmission now.
Well, we're trying
And
to-
all new injectors.
So we'll leave it at 25, because one of them's gonna break, it's just a question of
Yeah.
which one.
Yep.
Trail Tech trailer number 35, budget 500, spent 1,100, which I assume is probably tires or something for it, leave it 500.
Well, there's another trail tech.
We got more trailers than we know what to do with. Cat 140M, budgeted 25, spent 32 on it. It's fixed mostly. Leave
140?
Yep,
Yeah.
Yeah.
leave the 25.
It's
so
gonna
just-
need, it's gonna need some work coming up for sure.
So it's 25 enough.
25,000?
Right,
That's what we budgeted last year.
Yeah.
okay. The Packer, we spent $12.28 on it. We had budgeted 1,500. We're going road building, so we should probably leave it.
Yeah,
Yes.
Kenworth Tandem, number 53, budgeted 8, spent 952.
4,
Tandem.
Yeah. you can
4,000?
do that.
4,000?
JD 870 grader, number 54, budgeted 10, spent 22.
and what does it need?
That's Chris's
Yeah.
grader.
That's Chris's grader, yeah.
Leave it at 10?
I would
Or up it?
up it.
Should we do 25 like we're doing for the other ones? So we have,
Yeah,
Then
let's
you're
do that.
safe.
and that's a pretty good rule of thumb then, because usually they don't all break, but then it can move to whichever one needs it. Schulte mower, number 55, budget 1,500, spent 3,800. What's its future hold?
That's the 15-foot.
Yeah.
15, he's got 15.
What's it at now? 15?
1,500.
Spent
Spent
1,500.
spent 3,800 last year, it's at 1,500.
But it's because,
The other two were at 5,000, right?
No.
no.
One is,
Oh,
Yeah, one is at 5,
Yeah.
the 2014's at 5,
Yeah,
and
two
the other
fives.
one is
Yeah.
at, they're both at 5.
Might as well put them all the same.
5,000.
All at 5?
Yeah.
It'll be a nice looking mower. Number 56, 772 GP grader. Was it 25, spent 35, so we'll leave 25 there.
Yeah,
Right. JD skid steer, didn't spend a lot on it this year.
And
We should probably leave 1,500 though, because when we put oil back in it, that's gonna cost that much.
That motor's gonna be seized like this,
Oh,
not
sure.
every year, no?
Yeah.
The advice we got was to put the fluids back in it, turn it over by hand first, just to see, and then fire it up if it's good. But
Hydraulics will likely be okay, cause they got oil
it should
in
be
them, but
fine.
that motor sitting for a year.
if it sees, just throw a chain on it and hook it on behind the Dodge and just pull it down the street till it breaks free. No, don't do that.
Dry pavement.
2009 International Compactor, that's the garbage truck. We budgeted 2,500, we actually spent 19 on it.
That should probably be upped.
Well, that was a major repair. though.
Yeah, but it was a
Well,
major repair, so
that
it shouldn't
was-
happen again.
25,000?
No,
2,500.
Oh,
Because it
Spent
shouldn't have a
$19,000.
$20,000 repair.
it should be good.
25 is a good.
2,500?
It's been running good now. so.
Yeah,
Okay.
It does need a seat, however.
well, we can figure that
Okay.
We'll put a pillow there.
Yeah.
I'm just joking.
You don't want the guys get too comfortable though.
Two pillows.
Get two pillows.
Climate trailer, budget, nothing, spent 141, should we go to 500?
Yeah.
500.
1999 Ford F450, budget 1400, didn't spend a thing, unit 202.
Saturday truck,
Standard truck, that should be fine then.
should be okay.
Benito Toro mower, budget 500, spent 742,
Should be replaced.
should be replaced. Yeah, your capital.
$1,000.
Okay, $1,000, and we'll get his capital wish list for next time around too. 2014 Schulte mower, budgeted 1,000, spent $16,000 on it.
Wow.
We're just gonna move that up to 5?
I'm thinking. Okay, 5,000 on that. JD 1435 tractor, budgeted 1,500, spent $9,500.
That is the
14.
snow blower mower unit for Benito.
Okay, that little fella.
Yeah.
And needs a snow blower repair or something too, likely?
Probably gonna need a new snow blower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what are we budgeting for though?
The snow blower unit itself's around 8,000 new.
So that would be a capital thing for that list. Just repairs on it, 1,500?
Yeah.
Okay.
So leave it,
Leave
leave
that.
it.
Make sure it's on your capital list when it comes in. I think we can get through the rest of the 530s before we stop. So workshop yard Benito, budget 3,500, they spent 6,000 on that. We wanna go up a little bit there or try and rein them into 3,500?
What was that for?
What did they do?
New tools?
Benito?
Yeah.
Yeah, cause workshop or
Because
yard, so
shouldn't
there'll be
need-
some tools in that.
Yeah.
Should just be able to keep it the same now.
Okay. Swan River's budget 15, they spent 30.
They probably replenished as well,
Okay,
correct?
so keep the 15.
Shop lighting in there
Yeah.
too.
Yeah,
Is that the lighting that was gonna
probably
come
be in there too, yeah. Budget 10 for Durban, leave it the same.
Yeah.
Okay. Getting close to our break. Small tools, equipment, Durban, and budget 1,000, only spent 54, so leave 1,000.
Yeah.
Small tools, Swan River, budgeted 4, spent 2, I'm sure some of that got caught in that other line, so we'll leave the 4. Small tools, Benito, budgeted 500, spent 520, same.
Yep.
Benito truck, 551 ton, budget 4, spent 1,800.
Which is that one?
That's the flat deck on it, right?
Oh,
We
550.
only have one 550 flat deck.
you want to-
The other one was a 450.
550 flat deck.
Just says here,
It's
your
the
truck
white one or the
551
white
ton.
Yeah, there's 2 columns here for the same truck with a different description, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no 450 and 550.
I think the only thing we've done to that truck this year is oil changes and basic maintenance.
So where is the other-
$1,800 for the repairs.
Four rig at the bottom, 290
450?
That's a Ford.
with a $1,400 budget untouched.
Which one you
Okay,
got?
so let's,
450
we're
or
gonna go
550?
back and take out the $1,400 from the 450.
What page was that?
That's page before, 7 lines to the bottom, line 290 there. That we spent nothing on, so we'll take that $1,400 away and make it a 0.
Right down here.
And then this 1 ton we'll leave at 4.
Oh, Derek said there is no 550. It's a 450,
Is it a
right?
450 or is it
Which
550?
number is that,
I
Karen?
think it's a
Well, they're
450.
saying
I'm pretty
take
sure it's
this
a
one
450.
What page is that on?
Yeah, I
on
think it's a
page
450.
7.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
But we
we
could
should
just change the
put
description.
Get rid of the
on it.
550 line.
7?
Okay, so-
Leave the 450 alone and
Oh,
Okay,
get
so
rid of
take
it.
leave
away the
that one alone.
550.
Okay, leave
And
that
then what do we
one.
do? Are we leaving it at 1,400 or we go up to like 2,000 or something there then for the 450?
You could go to 2.
2,000 that one?
Well, we spent 2,000 on this column already.
Yes, so
Spent 2,000 there, and then,
we'll move.
We're probably seeing more use now than we ever have.
Yeah,
and didn't spend nothing on the other one.
Get rid of the
So we're
1,400
taking
and
this
put
one out.
4 grand.
Which one, on which page is that?
okay, so suggestion here is to make it 4 grand and get rid of the 1,400.
Take the 550, keep
Okay.
going on.
Okay,
Take that.
Water licenses, we'll leave the $100 in case. Gravel, hauling, load, haul, apply, we spent $453,000, we budgeted $450, do you wanna leave it the same?
Yep.
You want to up it a little bit? A little bit?
Because you got
What-
road gravel in the next one, you got crushing, like,
Supply, crushing,
you
and
don't
hauling.
need to up that one. When you got the other 3 lines coming next.
Crushing, supply, load, haul, and apply. What do you say? You're the one that,
Well, you gotta look at the 3 lines coming.
We're breaking $1 million right now.
Yeah.
It'd be hard to argue we should spend more.
No, you can't. You got, look at Brian, you got 450 here, 75 here, 450 here. How can you can't,
You
you can't, how can you argue to raise that?
There's $1 million there, so you gotta figure out what you're gonna do with it.
Right?
It's
So
there.
you suggest we leave
It's
all
there,
three
you
the
keep
same?
all of them, it's like,
okay,
And our disc should recover more this year.
Okay, so the supply, we were over quite a bit, but typically 75 pays for, like, we're about $2 a yard. So that pays for almost 40,000 yards of pit run, which we would then crush, but we ended up crushing more last year than 40. So if we're thinking we're gonna crush around 40 this year, that supply line of 75 would be right. Are we okay with leaving it there? Mm-hmm. Okay. The crushing itself, we're under a little bit. We budgeted 450, we spent 434. Do you wanna leave it at 450?
Yep.
Okay. The culvert install, equipment labor haul, now that would have been almost zero except for that thing that came to council and we did. So leaving the 1,000 would be enough easily, if you wanna do that.
okay.
Contracted road maintenance, that related to the spring flooding. So I would think we'd probably have to leave it and we'll try to see if we can get that amount to come down some. Spring road maintenance, the miscellaneous 5,000, we didn't really use that line for much this year. Do you wanna leave it?
Leave
In case?
$1,000 on there in case.
$1,000.
Which, okay,
Contracted scrub cutting, so we didn't actually do any of that last year, we did it all ourselves. Do you wanna leave 500 or cut it to 0?
Oh, what do you think, boss?
let's see, 0.
You can't get nothing for $500 anyway.
No,
Yeah.
we're not
They'll
gonna
move
do
their
it.
equipment and leave.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so it
What's
goes
that,
to
brother?
0?
You can't get nothing for $500
It'd be
by the time
$500
they
just
show
to
up.
Oh, no,
We've
I
spent
know
it.
that.
It'll just to move to the site.
Well, yeah, that's not enough to move the machine.
No.
So 0?
Okay, contracted ditching, we budgeted 1,000, we spent 1,275, do you wanna leave the 1,000?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, haul roads, we budgeted 50, but we didn't get to that road, so we wanna leave the 50 there?
Yeah.
Okay. And Terry might argue it could go up some,
I'm not arguing.
it's gonna cost more than 50.
You did some figuring.
Yeah,
I'm just wondering if we could find clay closer by.
maybe,
Would sure save a lot of money, wouldn't it?
it would. We can go looking.
So do you wanna up that or what?
Hmm?
Do you wanna up that or what?
Well, we had it figured out about 100,000 if we hauled all that clay from Alpine.
Well,
That's to that road by your place there?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, by the
Cement Works,
one by
Cement
the
Works
cement
road.
plant there, yeah.
now we have the option for that, like we had the 50 in it, we didn't spend it. That 50 went to surplus from last year, so we could pull some of it back. You know, if we're gonna up this above 50, we could, rather than taxing for it, we could pull it from what we didn't use last year.
Okay, so we know we need 100,000 for that road, so how much do we up it?
Well, if we have 50 sitting, we could.
if we have
take-
50 sitting, we
We
can
could
just
leave
keep
this
the
the
50
same, I
in.
guess.
We don't really have to. It's just like we did with the crack sealing, right? We had it, pulled it ahead.
So
A
it's
cracks,
gonna be
yeah.
100 now or what?
Yeah.
But it's
That's what he
50
said.
that we
50
already had.
Yeah, I understand that, but I mean,
Okay. So we're gonna show it as 100 and then we'll also show 50 on that line from
okay.
recovering from the year before. Emergency snow clearing, we did really well, we didn't spend any. How well do you think we're gonna do this year? Leave the 5 in there in case?
Yeah.
Okay. Capital Works, we did not inspect Brown Bridge for $5,000 this year because we inspected the year before. Do you want to leave it in there in case we go back there and inspect it again? We've got a lot of questions swirling about Brown Bridge.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
if, it's likely not gonna happen within the next year, right?
probably
To
not.
build one, a new one, if that's where it goes, I don't know.
But does it have to be
It
inspected
has
this,
every 2
this summer?
years.
It's supposed to be
It has to be
inspected every 2
inspected.
years, so it should be done again.
So
Okay,
5,000
so leave it.
Yeah.
it'll cover it?
Yep. Sarah Lake, thankfully, we spent nothing on it. Isn't it great that code will disappear here shortly?
Disappear?
Yep. Gravel pits, we had 10,000 in there, and I'm wondering if some of that ended up in that gravel supply instead of getting into that 10, so we should probably leave it.
What does that gravel pits, now what does that cover?
It should be just the lease fees, which would be Alpine. But there must have been some sort of other thing going on at some point for it to have gone that high.
How about these other pits like Cade's and stuff?
Well, we pay for that as gravel supply,
Oh,
because we
okay.
pay just for the gravel. But then you see our gravel supply going over.
See, we used to have, use the, we call the big woody pit, but we don't use it anymore, that was our own pit, you know,
Okay.
so. Maybe that figure, this $10,000, somehow trickled down from there over the years and
Could
just got left in there.
Yep. Do you want to leave it or you want to change it?
I wanna start off and ask what it is about.
Okay, so we'll ask what that 851 is, and that'll give us a good idea what was supposed to be in there. Road lease and purchase, we're not planning on purchasing a road, so $1's fine. Culverts, we budgeted 40, we only spent 30, but we probably will need the 40, especially because we know we've got a little more work to do. Geotech, we probably will need some of that for that road problem, so I would think we'd leave 3,500 in there.
We might need some more on this road here.
Air transport services, that's pretty much cut and dried. Handy van, we had budgeted there, and for whatever reason, we haven't paid with the town because there's no actual agreement with them, but a miracle might happen and the agreement might come through.
Well, we better leave it.
Yeah. Okay. Interest on debentures, that we can't change, but we certainly don't need to budget 13. We could probably come down there to 7.
Yeah.
7,000?
Yep. Operators courses and meetings, we budgeted 1,000, now there's actually a credit there, I would think we would leave it at 1,000, if that would be fine with everybody.
Yeah, just leave some.
Workplace health and safety, we certainly did a lot of work on that last year, I don't think we'll be doing that much this year, if you wanna leave the 3.
That's all materials and stuff included in there, is that what that is?
Yeah, we did bulletin boards and binders and all sorts of stuff to get us caught up. I think probably some new eyewash stations and such.
Likely if we left
And
it
some
up
filing cabinets we
Yeah.
had and a bunch of stuff.
3,000, like to be okay then.
I think so.
We'll give her this year, so.
Folks, I think we call it there for the night on budgets, that's good for you.
Oh, I want to do it all.
Do you want to do it all?
No.
We should do it all tonight, boy. Have it all done.
Well, we have some things we need to discuss question wise.
We're gonna be here till 1 in the morning, like,
We're not that far away.
I got the wife recording State of the Union, so it's good.
Okay, so we'll leave it there. We'll get the answers to those questions for next time around.
okay.
Let us, I guess we'll do committee reports before we take our break for a minute, and then we'll get set up to talk to Derek. So let's go committee reports, number 12. Let's start with Councillor Zbirun.
Nothing to report.
Councillor Neely.
Nothing that I can remember.
Councillor McGregor. Councillor Burick.
I have no committee to report on, but I want a transportation meeting, but I haven't had one yet.
You're about to have one in 10 minutes. Councillor Blosha.
I have no committee reports, but I do want to say that one of my neighbors came by today and wanted me to mention how great a job his grader operator has done all winter. And so that would be Chris. And I just want him to know that because everybody on that stretch around there is very happy with the way things went this winter. So that's all I had.
Councillor Kushniryk.
We had LUD, which is pretty much the service plan, which I think we probably have, and that's about it.
I haven't seen it yet.
Nope. Oh. Okay,
Maybe you could encourage it to come.
I shall.
Very good. A few things I can share. Earlier today, I spent some time on an HR matter. We'll discuss it in camera a little later on. There's a letter has gone out. I also have been looking after Benito water the last couple of days because Sean is currently in training. So I was out there and I did the biological testing today. So let's all cross our fingers I did that right. Because that would really suck if it comes back that it's contaminated because it would probably just be I did it wrong. Also, last Thursday I was out to the water plant because we had an employee who was sick that day. We did some work here on the weekend, last weekend, so we've changed out the networking gear that we couldn't get the passwords for. We've connected the Benito office, the phone system's now working in the Benito office as well as here, so we went through all of that. Also was out to the fire hall, got it set up with the networking, so it's starting to work properly. And I was out to the Kenville Hall. That takes us all the way back to last meeting though, and we talked about that last time. So it's pretty calm for me this time around. There's been a few other things, but not that made the list. So it's been good. Anything else before we take a break for a few minutes? Hey, so what we'll do, we'll take a 5 or 10 minute recess. When we come back, we'll be going in camera. We have a couple of HR matters to discuss. And as you can tell, we have our transportation folks here to have a little discussion on spring. That is going in camera because it's going to relate to some HR matters at the same time. So we will be in recess for a little bit, and then we will be back. Coming back from our break, we're going to move in camera. Be it resolved that pursuant to Section 1523 of the Municipal Act, Council shall meet as a committee of the whole to close the meeting and continue discussions in camera regarding personnel matters, negotiations, preliminary discussions, investigations, or enforcement of an act or bylaw. Does someone care to move the resolution? Councillor Burick, and I see Councillor McGregor to second it. Any discussion? Hearing none, we'll call the question. Those in favour? That's carried. Coming out of the in-camera session, we've certainly had some discussions. Are there any resolutions to present arising from the in-camera discussion tonight? Hearing nothing, does anyone have a notice of motion they wish to present tonight? Still hearing nothing. I have a resolution. Be it resolved, this meeting shall now adjourn at 10 p.m. Be it further resolved, the next meeting is Tuesday, March 10th at 7 p.m. Moved by Councillor Neely, seconded by
Carrie.
Councillor Blosha. She's just assuming she
I was
gets
starting
it.
my car because it was cold.
Those in favor? That's carried. Thank you, everyone.